Hi, my name is Sue Brookhart. I'm an independent consultant and author. I've been asked to talk a little bit about rubrics, what they are, what their benefits are, and how it is for teachers who use them. A rubric is an assessment tool that has two parts: criteria and performance level descriptions that describe performance from poor through good on each of the criteria. If it's just criteria, you've got a checklist. The key for rubrics is that each criterion is accompanied by descriptions of what work looks like at each level. And I say descriptions of quality, not numbers or directions. So a good description wouldn't say has 3 sources. It would say something like, the sources used are relevant and credible, and add information that's valuable to the student's paper or whatever. So rubrics, to be useful, have to be effective and well crafted. And that's sometimes a problem. There are a lot of bad rubrics out there that are just encoded directions. We have to have a fit about those because they really mismeasure students. I'm not going to be able to show you now, but it's really sad how students can follow directions and still not learn something, and the rubrics won't pick it up if they're not designed to do that. But assuming you have good rubrics, there is evidence that students who use rubrics actually do learn better. And the reason is not the rubrics. There's no magic about charts or boxes. The reason is that rubrics encode in a way that students can see and use the qualities of good work, what they're trying to learn, and how they'll know it from their work, whether they've learned it. And that's what research from primary through university level has shown to be effective. Many of the studies I'm thinking about have used rubrics to do this kind of clarifying of learning goals and success criteria. But it's not the rubrics. It's the fact that you have a way to show students that's tangible, that they can keep with them, that they can refer to. And you can use it for feedback. They can use it for self-assessment. In fact, I would go so far as to say, if you're only going to use rubric as a scoring tool and not share it with students and not get students to use it, save your energy. You need you can use a point system for getting a grade. What's important about rubrics is that they put success criteria in a form that students can read and use. How teachers feel about this? Usually teachers enjoy using rubrics once they get over this idea that they're not going to put many criteria. The directions kind of criteria, rubrics usually have too many criteria, and their performance level descriptions are usually counting things. And those rubrics are easy to write and easy to use, but I would not even say they're worthless. I'd say they're dangerous because they mismeasure students. They don't let students look at the quality of their thinking, and they don't let teachers do that either. So teachers have this hurdle to get over because there is a misconception out there that rubrics are basically directions in a box, and that is not true. But when you get effective rubrics effectively crafted and you use them with students and you teach them what those performance level descriptions mean, and you illustrate them with examples of work at those different levels, and students can talk about what it is they're trying to learn, and then they can see it as they're doing it because they have language to use with it, then it's really powerful. And teachers who get that far really see that value and are able to use rubrics for both self-assessment, formative assessment, and then ultimately the same rubrics for summative assessment for grading. And it's a great tool to connect those assessment functions.